Yeah, it's one that we've long been anticipating, and he already said it at the Cincinnati Open that he's looking forward, to meeting this guy again in the final, not just for himself but the fans. Because I take it to you that as at 2013, no one would have thought that a certain Carlos Novak Djokovic would actually meet and surpass all of these other guys. Because at that point in time, maybe like I think Nadal was having maybe 8 or 9
singles ahead
Grand Slams ahead of him.
Yeah,
and look at it now. He's met him there and he's left him behind again. I think Nadal is on 20 or 21, and now he's aiming for the 24. While Federer is on 20, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see how that pans out. Really, I really want to see, if it's going to be another title on the shelf, and one more Grand Slam for Novak Djokovic. But nonetheless, it still has one more person, to skid over to get it next to the next round. In the meantime, still going on right now in the men's singles quarterfinals. Medvedev is going to be playing against Rublev. They have played one set. Medvedev won that one 6-4. Now playing a second set, and of course, Medvedev has just gained a game point ahead of Rublev. It is like Medvedev day today. What do you think, man? Do you think Medvedev will come out on top, or you see, Rublev coming out, to probably giving a fight for his money?
I mean, on a good day, that it's certain that Medvedev would not want to allow this kind of thing to slip off him, because he's one of these born champions as well, and he's one of these players that he is supposed to have actually grown in the rankings far more than where he is now because of the type of play he has. You just have to give it to him, but then he's been missing, and you can always categorize him with the likes of Tsipas and maybe the Matteo Berrettini, who are somewhat good players, have the ability, but then they are somewhat unlucky to have actually won a major title for themselves. Not just the Grand Slams now, but all of this, the 1000s. Yeah, they have some of them, but then they are in terms of their performances, they are actually not where they are supposed to be. So if you want me to make a pick now, I'm telling you that at the end of this game, I'm seeing Medvedev going through.
All right, let's see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, away from the world of Medvedev and of course Novak Djokovic. Let's go to another major story happening tomorrow, and the women's singles quarterfinals. Madison Keys will play against Victoria Vondrousova, while of course the big game tomorrow for the men's singles has to be the match between Alcaraz and Alexander Zverev. 2-power matchups. AY, what are your thoughts?
I tell you, this one is a little bit dicey, and just as we have it in the men's, we have it in the females as well, because Sabalenka too will be playing tomorrow, and then this is one that will actually cement her place in that top one. Though she's there now, she's already roaring to the number one. I was saying it on the Sports in the Jiffy that once you hear someone roar in the court tomorrow, just know it's Sabalenka, because she's running to number one. It's not easy to overtake someone after 72 weeks.
She actually just won a match against the Chinese Zheng. She won in a straight set, 6-1, 6-4.
Now she's on to the semi-finals now. So the number one is all but confirmed, and then you can always say kudos to her. But it's been a roller coaster of a season. And talking about Carlos Alcaraz and Zverev, I mean, you just cannot outrightly rule out Zverev, really, because once he's playing at this level as well, he's always a big order to cross, and he's always posting all of these questions to you with the long strikes. His service is one thing that I enjoy watching, and then part of why he is actually different from other players. And Carlos has actually been able to make it through to this stage of the competition. I don't want to say it's based on luck. But then maybe due to one or two things, and then let's talk about his own grit as well. But he's meeting someone who is very, very much experienced as well when it comes to the Grand Slam. So he will need to do one more better to be able to come up against Alexander Zverev in this particular one. And yes, it's one to actually look out for tomorrow. And if you want me to pick, I know everyone out there will want to root for Carlos Alcaraz. But no, because I want Djokovic to win it, so I'll be looking to see Alexander Zverev do one against Carlos, and it's going to happen.
All right, let's see how that pans out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, away from the stories of tennis, let's go straight right now to the world of football, where it's happening live in the local scene. I have a big story. NPFL has postponed the kickoff for the league. Yes, the Nigerian Premier League, or the NPL or the NPFL, has postponed the kickoff of the 2023-24 NPFL league season In a letter signed by the board COO Davidson Owumi today to all the club's chairman, the news of the postponement was conveyed to all the clubs while citing the exigencies connected to the sponsorship of the league as the reason for the late postponement. Aside from the sponsorship issue, Davidson Owumi further cited the need to have members focus on the annual general meeting of the Nigerian Football Federation, which holds in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. According to them, the league body, yielded to representations from various stakeholders in reaching the decision. And this is the second time the league kickoff is suffering a postponement. It will be recalled that the new league was initially proposed by the NPFL board to kick off on August 26th, a date ratified by the Club Owners Association on August 4 after a constituted meeting between the board and the association. Now, a new date for the start of the season was not contained in a letter that was sent to all the clubs. And of course, what is going on right now? I mean, we were thinking that this is going to be the first time that there will not be a postponement, and it happened, and now it's happening again. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I don't want to say I'm short of words here, because I mean, the first time we actually felt like, okay, we're going to cut them some slack, because it's meant to happen because of the last minute rush of the AI cameras installation and other things like that. Because for every stadium that they will be putting the AI cameras, there needs to be some kind of preparation, like the media tribune. It has to be in another shape now, not the regular media tribune anymore, because there's got to be some kind of elevation. So we feel like, okay, this might actually take some time to be able to put in place, based on the fact that most of these teams are state-owned teams, government-owned teams, and it might actually take a lot of letter writing, processing before you get engineers or contractors to do that thing. So I mean, it's understandable in the first instance, but now they are giving us excuse of the AGM or the NFF. I mean, y'all know this thing. They know this thing is going to come up. Before actually fixing the first date in the first place. I don't know. Maybe they don't check calendars in this part of the world.
Now they are saying that there was an issue with the sponsorship. I'm wondering. Okay, I thought one thing that was started with the NPFL this season was the issue of sponsorship. We even had the announcement of a prize. The
already
prize
increase in prize money.
And even for referees as well, they were going to get some increase in their in their allowance as well. So
was it not just last week they had this meeting, the meeting with the chairman of all the clubs, where they had this discussion, and we were talking about it on the sports hub. Was it on Saturday? And then just days after, I don't know, I mean, just like the normal term that is out there now, that of every AVI there's another AVI. So maybe some people have actually had some kind of backroom meeting somewhere, and then they'll be like, no, we are not going to do this thing.
Let's push it back.
Is it a fresh sponsorship that is just coming now, and then you want to make sure you incorporate? Even if you are going to do it that way, there's a way that you will do it, and that it will not affect the start of the league. We already know that we are going to be seeing one game, and then the next one is going to be next week. Now, the one that is going to be starting this weekend and the one that is going to be starting next week, all of it, everything now, there's those specific dates now. So I mean, we need to be cautious, because at the end of the day, we might not be starting this league this September.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Very, very, absurd.
Honestly, man, because I mean, this is one of the most anticipated league, seasons ever in the history.
All ends are
everybody is watching out for it. The preparation by the clubs themselves. Just today, of course, Imba Sunday Cameroonian player. Let's tell you how ready they are for the league as well.
The likes of Kwara United were. I mean, yesterday the brand sponsorship for the likes of Akwa United, Kwara United, Katsina, they did the unveiling here in Lagos. Where they did the mega unveiling, and then everyone was like, okay, we're ready for the new league
season.
And then at the end of it, we just coming out today and tell us there's a
postponement.
NFF AGM meeting. AGM meeting should not be an excuse to postpone the league. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, let's move away from that one. Let's go straight to what's happening this weekend. I'm talking about the international break, where of course the Super Eagles will be playing, and I have an authority that of course it's a full house at the camp in Uyo right now. Yes, Nigerian Super Eagles will observe their official training. They observe one this evening. Of course, we'll do another one tomorrow as well, as all invited players have arrived in Uyo. The Eagle has landed. The team head coach, Jose Pesiero, earlier in the week announced the list of players that will prosecute the final qualifying game against Sao Tome and Principe. Also, only 6 players, including the newly invited trio of Gift Urban, Jordan Tonariga, as well as Victor Boniface, arrived the team yesterday. Of course, they are new. They got, they're nervous, so they have to come early. But nonetheless, The rest of the players, including Victor Osimhen, Fulham defender Calvin Bassey, and Joe Aribo, have arrived at the team hotel in Uyo this afternoon. And the team is scheduled to take place. The game is scheduled to take place at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium on Sunday, with Super Eagles aiming for another comprehensive victory. The last time they played, it was a 10-0 victory. Nigeria sits 12 points ahead of the pack in the group, while Sao Tome stays on the last with a point from 5 matches. Of course, let's take a look at the list, released by Coach Jose Peseiro, that will play this game, or that have been called up for this game, that will play against, the likes. Of Sao Tome and Principe. Quite some interesting, new fresh legs, in this matchup. Really, if you ask me. Of course, one of them has to be the invitation of Gift Orban. This guy has been prolific, for the club he plays for in the Belgian league. Right now, he has been called to the squad, and it's looking like it's going to be an interesting one. Let's look at it from the goalkeepers. We have Francis Uzor, we have Olorunleke Ojo, who happens to be the only local player, or the local base player in that squad. We also have, of course, our own Andrew Onana, Adebayo Adeleye, which I must say we should stop calling Andrew Onana, because Onana is not Onana in at all.
Onana, what's my name?
For defenders, we have William Troost-Ekong, Shemi Ajayi, Olaino. It's nice to see the likes of Tyrone Ebue is back. At some point in time, we think, this guy was going to be our standard, our next title. Only a final version.
Injury did actually hamper his run of form, and then he's been actually moving from here to here. At a point, he was in Portugal, and now he's back in the Empoli. So let's also hope he's able to get a place for himself in the Super Eagles rank. I mean, just because people were actually calling for a certain this Fenerbahce left back to come back, talking about Bright Osai Samuel. But then I tell you, on a normal day, Tyrone Ebue actually gives some kind of different type of playing style to what we usually have on the left flank. So yeah, it's going to be a very good one. And then I tell you, this score, just like I said it before now, the only place where I have issues is the middle of the pack, because it's so thin.
Actually, 4 guys,
just 4.
That means if we were to go into a proper tournament with these guys, I was going to say that as well. Like, we have a lot of a lot of forwards, a lot of defenders.
But then it's understandable, because I feel like the one particular place where we have major, stars right now is the forwards.
Yes.
We are spoiled of forwards now. We have them everywhere. So now is the right time when we need midfielders to step up. Though I feel like there's a particular guy who is missing in this list, and then that I was talking about Al-Hassan Yusuf, who plays for Antwerp.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy should have actually gotten the call. I mean, he's been called up once, so I don't know why he's not getting the recall right now. And then a couple of other omissions that were out, but then it's understandable that not all of the players can get into this 23-man list. So yeah, let the players that we have on hand now, let them do the justice to what we have in hand. And then I tell you, I saw the news that the Sao Tome guys as well, they are not coming with their own base players.
Yeah.
They said for the first time in their history,
they're coming with foreign guys.
They are coming with all the entire squad is going to be a foreign-based list. And then the coach has actually come out to defend himself by saying the main reason why he's doing this is because right after this particular qualifier, then the qualifier for the 2026 World Cup will also be coming up. And he's going to be playing against the likes of Tunisia and then a couple of other big guns on the African scene. So he needs to prepare. Well, this is more like we know it's a dead rubber game, and so it's more like a preparation for them. Going, and then it's more like the same thing for us too. Because we have the likes of Benin Republic, because we are going to be facing a familiar foe in Ghana. So we need to do better in our preparation. But then for the list, I mean, it's normal. We cannot always rate it higher than we can do. But I tell you, we are spoiled with options. I mean, in goalkeeper, we know for sure that yes, Adebayo Adeleye will be looking to show us one more time why he's able to convince us that he's better than all of the goalkeepers we've had in the time past.
All right, let's see how it goes. Of course, midfield Joe Aribo, Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Onyeka, and of course Raphael Onyedika, who's of course the new guy that got a call in the middle of the pack. But in the meantime, of course, quite some interesting new guys for defenders. We had Bruno Onyemachi, who of course is making his own debut, and Jordan Torunariga, who also plays for Gent as well. I've been in fine form. Had a goal and an assist for his club already this season, and I mean it can be the guy you can rely on. For forward, of course, we have the usual suspect. Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, Kelechi Iheanacho, Moses Simon, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, who's on fire right now for his club Bayer Leverkusen, scoring goals game in, game out. Races and hat tricks in every game, now.
He's won the heart of the fans already.
Yes.
Then it's just very early in the season, maybe like 3 matches into the season, and then he's been everywhere for them. Yeah, so you can already tell the type of stuff this guy is made of already. This is one of the major reasons why he was able to spur Union Saint Gilloise to the level where they reached in the conference last season. So very, very remarkable achievement for him. And then they were able to scoop all of the funds they are going to be able to scoop. I tell you, if Bayer Leverkusen, if he continues with this momentum, he's going to be leaving Leverkusen anytime soon as well. And then they are going to be cashing out big on this particular player. So it just tells you how much hard work actually pays.
All right. In the meantime, Gift of Ban Taiwo Awoniyi as well is in the middle. Is also in the front line for the Super Eagles. A great one. I'm looking at a partnership between a Victor Boniface and Osimhen up front. Those two will be a deadly combination up front.
Yeah, very laid out strikers, I tell you, because and their playing style almost seems to be the same thing. Because they are good with the heads, and then you cannot just blink your eye. They are long gone, and the ball is actually at the back of the net already. Yeah. So for every defender and the goalkeeper, they are more like a nightmare for them right now. Also, I've seen Boniface play on 2 occasions. I've seen his game this season, and then you need to see how those goals actually came in. So it's one that defenders should actually be very, very much wary of when it comes to the African. And right now, by any last minute any changes or anything, I feel like we are more deserving of the AFCON come 2023.
All right.
Come 20. I know it's AFCON 2023, but come 2024 in Ivory Coast, we are more deserving because there's no team on the African continent that is posting or boasting of the type
level
of attack we have right
now.
Talk about defenders, talk about attackers. We have them in loads. We can actually create another team of guys who are not even getting called up. You have the likes of Henry Onyekuru out there. You have the like of Terry Murphy out there. You have the like of Struba Akpom. The list goes on and on and on.
All right, let's see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got to run off right now. But before we do, let's take a look quickly at what is happening. Oshola has been nominated for the Women's Ballon d'Or. One thing is sure, it's not becoming like a regular thing. And she gets, of course, nominated. She has been nominated for the past 2-3 seasons now. It's nice to see. In the meantime, we also have on the home front the Louis Rubiales case, where, of course, Jenny Amoso has filed a legal complaint over the Women's World Cup case given to her by the FA president. AY, what are your thoughts on this as wrap up, really?
Yeah, right from inception, we all know that this is more like a very dicey one. And then, some people are actually coming in support of, Rubiales that possibly got carried away in the, in the euphoria of the fact that this ladies actually won the, the FIFA Women's World Cup for the first time in their history. But then if you check it very well, this lady is coming out to tell us now that it was not consensual. She was not prepared for it. You just
just planted it. Just put it in our face.
Well, thank God for media here, because if it were to be at a time where the media was not very very the accuracy was not like on let's say 90%, or it would have actually gotten away with this one, and then more and other things like that must have actually been happening within the back room, and where you don't even get to know that all of these things are happening. So I feel like he himself now, he just has to come out to clear his name. We've heard that his mom has been on hunger strike for a long time now. It's just, it's a pity for the old woman, but then the Yoruba parlance will say is the it's your yam that will put your ants inside the oil. So she just have to make do with what's happening right now. Let's just see how this is going to pan out. But I feel like everybody's on this case now, the international community and the UEFA, the FIFA and everything. So it's going to be a very, very slim one if he's going to be making it through. And if he's going to be making it through, then he's going to be losing his job. There's no two ways about it.
You should ask Mason Greenwood.
Not just Mason Greenwood now. I did put up something the other time. I'd be like, at Manchester United now, 8 players are out injured.
I mean, have criminal cases.
One is beefing with the manager, and then you have the Saturday Maguire. Oh my!
It sucks to be a Man U fan right now. But nonetheless, we have to go right now. I want to say a big thank you to you, AY, for coming on the show today.
It's always a pleasure.
We're going to see you on Saturday by God's grace.
Go Spurs.
All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day or your night. My name is ADT. And of course, the drop down continues in a bit. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back for Weird News Wednesday. Stay with us.
The stakes are high. The competition is huge.
Chelsea are getting closer.
The prize of victory all reward. And no matter the teams we stand with, everyone believes this season is our season. Catch all the footballing action from the leagues in the world live on Sports Hub.
Absolutely glorious from Arsenal. Palace.
Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. at